Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some more Genshin today. We're going to be pushing forward with the final bit of story that we have left, and then we are going to hop into the Lantern Festival stuff that's going on. Later on today, we are going to be having another stream, a reaction stream to the Nintendo Direct that's going to be happening. I did find out that apparently it's supposed to be a third-party Direct, so probably... I don't know if that was 100% confirmed by Nintendo. I just saw it on Twitter. Someone mentioned it. So if it is a third-party Direct, that means we will not be getting any like first-party Nintendo games, unfortunately. So hey, tempered expectations on it. But hey, there could be some interesting stuff coming for the Switch too.
Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions, like Llama suggested. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having to pretend that I'm only dressed up as the Moon Goddess.
You'll do fine, Columbina. I'm unsure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds.
We were just starting out then, come on! So Llama told you, huh?
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened to our spaceship back
No,
then?
it's fine. They suck her out.
Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at
It only
last.
took us like 3 months.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue.
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat. Or something that cannot be known. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Lumine. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
Swear to God, if it's, you erased your own memory. I swear. Well, not erased your own memory, but, like, you know, put a block on it or some shenanigans, and it's gonna be ultimately our fault for doing it to ourselves or some dumb shit. I hope it's not that. That's...
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey.
You need to walk this bish. Okay, we're here.
After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky.
Are we gonna go through literally everyone? Please don't do that.
Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition.
Thank you for never mentioning about the angels until after it was revealed that that person was an angel. It's super cool of you.
And then there's Zandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui.
I like the music going. I can't remember. Do they mention what happened to the Lord Artificer, if he's still alive?
How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say nasty things to me.
Oh my. Honestly, it felt like we didn't really get to know her super well.
Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time.
Moon Arc. Or Moon Gondola.
I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirly Gig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together.
That's a nice shot. A moon.
We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of me, but I struggled to find the courage to step through. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. Before I met you, that was the only life I knew. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Teyvat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
I do wish that Earth was a little more easier to see, so we could actually see the full-on content better. This layer.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found?
I think it was such an ordeal that we're not going to talk about it or mention it ever again until a future point where someone decides to write what was in the ship, because right now it needs to be a mystery box. You know, one of those?
I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying it was neither good nor bad.
God, it's just so vague. Come on, man. It was the most good, bad thing I've ever done, not done, seen, not seen, or not heard. It was definitely an experience, but possibly not. You know, one of those.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen.
Show us what's inside.
I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki.
Is this gonna be like that time?
I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
This is gonna be like that time when it was post Flashpoint in DC Comics, and Barry Allen gets Bruce Wayne to meet his father, and they're like, "We need to have a serious conversation," and then they go off panel to talk, and it's just like, you motherfuckers. Are you serious? Those two finally reunite after like 100 years of comics almost. And then they're like, we need to have a meaningful conversation. And then just do it off panel. It's like, fuck you. Why even set up that situation to begin with if you're not actually going to show us the thing that we've all wanted to see? Just know it happened. And it was moderate.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat.
It's not.
I thought that Lumine and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No, the ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years.
Did we seed the planet? Is that what it is? We're the ones that like seed planets so that life will grow?
It was
we
only
God?
after that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Teyvat.
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time.
I feel insane because I could have sworn like the beginning of the game was us just getting separated. And then it's like, actually, this is what happened. And it's just like, okay, well then where did the separation take place? Is it then when we came back the second time and then we hooked up with or linked up with our sister? That sounded weird. We linked up with our sister and then that happened?
I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past. So this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing. And this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Yeah, because I just thought like we fell to Earth, but due to like, I don't know, space-time shenanigans, distortions, like the time wasn't like, time was like weird. So like she fell down at one time and place, and then we fell down like pretty soon after her, but because of time shenanigans, it was like much further in the future. I thought that's what happened, but apparently not.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Oh yeah, we get new fit. Finally, thank you. Honestly, it looks kind of like Vargas' fit.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Don't shut up. We need more.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Teyvat your home?
Home is wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here, and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Also, wait, how do the angels play into this? Are we angels, technically? I can't remember if we ever brought that up.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Teyvat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know, but I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Teyvat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nodcry to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
Oh. Attack is increased by 20%.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, In fact, no. It's not because I owe you. It's because you're worth it. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down in Teyvat, the moon seems so far away. I felt it might always lie beyond my reach. But on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night, starting a new chapter in my tale by the warmth of a bonfire. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
Oh, finally.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a frozen lake. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy exterior. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester.
There's still like quite a few
Between
left.
them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya, but I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I just know they are each responsible for many specific domains. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. And theirs is not a friendly rivalry. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. I'm curious to visit those nations and see them for myself. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no longer an illusion. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth. The journey goes on, like I said. This is not the end.
Oh, weird, okay.
It shall cast down its...
Come on, let us go in the goddamn ship, man. Oh, we got some sweet new fit. It only took them 6 years, but we got new clothes for main boy. Worth it. We also got a boost to, like, everything across the board by 20%. That's super dope.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, our fit's similar to
This
his,
preamble is
almost.
such a pain to write.
Except his is
It's
more
probably
fancy.
high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes.
Evil?
With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.
What does it mean? World's a simulation.
The people here?
Hell yeah. What is this? What the hell? Okay.
Yes, it never hurts to try a bit harder.
Alright, well, it's official. Main story complete. Now we must travel. Yeah, I have not been doing any of that shish. Oh, yo, what? Okay, yeah, no. For some reason, they just did a new format. Alright, moon. Let's do this. God, we haven't been here in so long. Ah, the light. Bastards. See what we got. What kind of info?
Split the bamboo in the morning, dry it till
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Yo-yo.
Shape and bend it nice and tight. cross the strands to form a pattern, coat in silk, and you have a lantern. That's how you remember how to make a shell lantern. Did you get all that, Chi-Chi?
Morning, split bamboo, traveler. Then get silk, make paimon.
What? No, that doesn't even rhyme.
Look, it's them.
Hey, Yao Yao! Hey, Chi-Chi! Whoa, Traveler! Paimon, you're here! Happy Lantern Rites! What you up to? I'm teaching Chi-Chi to make shell lanterns. It's a real test of finger dexterity, so it'll help keep her nice and loose.
Yes, I do finger exercises to be a nimble zombie.
Wanna try too, you two? Oh, okay. Well, we need a whole bunch this year so it doesn't get too dark at night. Too dark? What does that mean?
Dr. Baiju has patients who got hurt walking at night. The moon disappeared, so it was too dark to see.
The moon disappeared? Like, behind the clouds?
It was Jeonju, the moon devourer. Changshan told me about it, but now I forgot.
It's an old myth from Chenyu Vale about a giant toad in the sky that eats the moon. What? The moon gets eaten? It's just a story. It's not like there's actually a giant toad in the sky. I asked Master about it, and she said myths are just insights into how the people of the past understood the world. Well, I didn't see it that night. But I've checked several nights since, and it's been there same as ever. According to Chi-Chi, though, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent someone to do some kind of serious investigation. So, I don't know. Maybe something did happen. The Ministry of Civil Affairs? This is starting to sound bad.
It's okay. You can fly. Even if it's too dark, you won't fall and get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So turn that frown upside down, Paimon, or someday you'll get a whole bunch of wrinkles and wake up looking like an old granny. What? Okay. No more frowning. But the Traveler can't fly. He could still fall and hurt himself, right? Don't worry. That's what the shell lanterns are for. As long as we make enough, Liyue Harbor will never go dark.
Yeah, and there's the giant lantern too.
Oh, right! I almost forgot. Look! This year's Grand Lantern commemorates the Adeptus who guards the moon. With her watching over it, the moon will be safe for sure. A white horse? Wait! So that's the white horse Adeptus? Yeah! Legend has it she used to live on the moon. So if it were ever in danger, I'm sure she wouldn't just stand by and watch. Huh! We've heard of the White Horse Adeptus before, but we never heard the part about her living on the
I
moon.
don't remember hearing about
Probably
her.
because
What?
it's a folk legend from Chenyu Vale, so not a lot of people know about it. But recently, some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue, and the archaeological team even found evidence of ancient people worshipping an Adeptus who lived in a palace on the moon. It's kind of like how we write wishes on shell lanterns and release them during Lantern Rite. The White Horse Adeptus would descend from the moon in her jade carriage and grant people's wishes. Ooh! When did that happen? She sounds different from the other Adepti in Liyue. It must have been a super long time ago, 'cause even Master barely knows anything about this Adeptus. Nope. Kinda unbelievable, right? Yanfei said the White Horse Adeptus might even be a made-up legend, just like Janju the Moon Devourer.
Yeah, a made-up horse and a made-up toad.
You're mistaken, children. The White Horse Adeptus really does exist.
I'm assuming that's who we're
Mr.
gonna be
Liu from
meeting.
the Baiju Guest
The
House.
human form of the White
But-
Horse.
How do you know that for sure?
Have you ever wondered how the guest house got its name, Yao Yao?
Baiju... White Colt. So, it's named after the White Horse Adeptus?
That's right. And that's because one of my ancestors was once blessed by the White Horse Adeptus.
Wait, really? Tell us more! Tell us more!
It was a long, long time ago, when this ancestor of mine was still a young girl. She was out gathering herbs and accidentally fell off a cliff, but the White Horse Adeptus rescued her.
Oh, that's it? Paimon was expecting something a bit more... special? We've heard a whole bunch of stories like that before.
Patience, young one. Let me finish. After the White Horse Adeptus saved my ancestor, she told her a story about the moon and the ancient kingdom of Long Gone. My ancestor was so captivated that she completely lost track of time. So much so, in fact, that when she returned to her village, she found nothing but a desolate ruin in its place. It was as if, without her knowledge, countless years had passed in the mortal world.
Huh?
Maybe horsing? Horsing around?
The most extraordinary part of all is that it turned out to be a dream. When she woke up, she found herself at the bottom of the cliff, right where she had fallen. Other than her medicine basket, now filled to the brim with rare herbs, it was as if nothing had happened. Until out of nowhere, a horse's whinny echoed through the air, and when she looked up, she saw a pristine white horse leaping over the cliff.
A white horse leaping over the cliff.
Wow, that sure is a crazy story. But now, it's starting to sound a bit too far-fetched.
Another skeptic. You sound just like my son. But I know it's true. Ancestral records don't lie.
Wait, so your son doesn't believe it happened?
Don't get me started. Not believing is one thing, but he even wants to change the name of our guest house. It's a disgrace, I tell you, a disgrace. Well, it was getting about time for him to take over the guest house. And what's the first thing he does? Starts going on about how the name doesn't attract enough customers and how we're losing business to Wangshu Inn. Can you believe that? As if Baiju Guest House and Wangshu Inn aren't miles apart from each other.
Oh, what about something like the Geo Lord's Rest? Paimon bets that would get people through the doors.
Geo Lord's Rest. I like that one.
This isn't about getting people through the doors. This is about disrespecting our ancestors. Oh, White Horse Adeptus, my wish is this. Let your divine power be known. Teach my foolish son the error of his ways.
Paimon wants to learn more about this Adeptus. Hey, maybe we should ask Zhang Li. Good idea.
Or we could ask the other
Mr.
Adeptus.
Zhang Li is super knowledgeable. He can answer questions even Master has no clue about. Yeah, we just saw him having tea at third round knockout.
He's always
Then that's our
there.
next stop. Chi-Chi and I are gonna keep making Shao lanterns. Careful on the road.
Goodbye, Paimon. Goodbye, traveler.
always there will be like a bunch of side quests that go along with it.
I should have guessed it.
Bum, bum, bum. Actually, fuck this. We're gonna mainly be in town and doing this stuff, so let's swap up our party so we have main boy on with this new fit. Drippy.
Just what will we come across?
No longer have a braid. Our sweet mane must roam free. Yo, the crew.
Oh?
Oh.
Curious. Impressive, right? What's with all the commotion over here? Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! I have something amazing to show you! What is it? Huh? What the? Heart of the Moon is blacked out! Was it really eaten by a giant toad?
Huh. I didn't expect you to know the story of Jonju the Moon Devourer, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. She learned a whole bunch of things in Sumeru.
But Jonju the Moon Devourer is a Liyue legend.
Well, knowledge knows no borders, so... there.
You're right about that, Paimon. But this dark circle doesn't look anything like a toad to me. A toad's egg, maybe? But that's about it. Oh, wait, Traveler! You've been in Nodcry, right? The people there worship the moon goddess. So you should know what's going on here. Really? Not even in a place where people worship the moon?
Oh yeah! Master told me that the tale of Jianzhu, the Moon Devourer, was how ancient people explained a certain celestial phenomenon.
But what is it exactly? Some kind of omen of disaster?
How so?
Oh, but in this picture, the moon is being covered from the center. So this can't be a normal eclipse. Then it's still an omen of some impending calamity?
We never said that! Ugh, some crazy customer left it at the restaurant. Just thinking about it gives me the chills.
Attention, everyone! As the auspicious festival season approaches, I have an announcement to make. I, Lu Xiong, am on the verge of becoming one of the most renowned archaeologists in all of Liyue Harbor. No, scratch that, in all of Teyvat. Even though I never trained at a prestigious academy, I've still managed to dig up tons of treasures. And I understand practically a whole dictionary's worth of big words, too. Like my pops always says, no pain, no gain. And I haven't had it easy, that's for sure. So, it's definitely my turn to make a name for myself.
What's the deal with her?
No idea. Maybe she ate a bad batch of perch stew?
What? You don't believe me? I'm telling you, I dug up treasures from the ancient nation of Langan. I even got a picture of Jonju devouring the moon.
Long gone? Jonju? What is she even talking about?
Sounds like she's a few perches short of a stew, if you know what I mean.
So what if blackback perch stew is my favorite? Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Whoa! What are you doing?
You're just a stupid, ignorant man, and I'm gonna kill you.
Young lady, you need to calm down.
What? So you're looking down on me now too? How about I take you both out then? How does that sound?
This is a place for dining. If you wish to take me out, you'll have to do it elsewhere.
Don't act like you're better than me. Do you know who I am? I'm about to be the most famous archaeologist in all of Liyue. No, Teyvat! Show me some respect.
It's respect you want? Very well. For the sake of the other customers, we'll do this your way.
What? So Shenhe started the fight? She had no choice. The woman pulled a shovel out of nowhere and started going crazy, flipping tables left and right. She even injured 2 other customers. Shenhe did what she had to do to restrain her, then took her to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Thank goodness Aunt Shenhe was there. Or who knows what might have happened.
Yeah. I started cleaning up after all the commotion, and that's when I found this photo. I thought it might be the one she dropped, so I rushed over to show someone.
She said she took a photo of Jeonju the Moon Devourer. This must be it.
Can we really trust what she said, though? Clearly, something is going on with her.
Paimon's got a point. It sounds like she wasn't acting right at all. How do we know she wasn't possessed by some kind of evil spirit?
Evil.
Aunt Shenhe would have noticed if she was possessed.
All right. But what about the part about Long Gone and the treasure she found?
What about it?
What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic, then got herself haunted by an ancient ghost? One so powerful that even Miss Shenhe couldn't sense its presence.
Your imagination is something else, Hu Tao. Why would an ancient ghost come to Wanmin restaurant, huh? To eat my blackback perch stew?
Hey, it could happen. I'd want to eat your food if I was a ghost.
Wait a second. She mentioned the ancient nation of Longon, right? Paimon's heard that somewhere before.
You know what? My brother mentioned that some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue recently. Mostly colored glass, fine jade, and bronze relics. Some of the text inscribed on them has already been deciphered. There were some poetic verses, but the word long gone popped up as well.
So, does that mean this Longon place is real? Still, Paimon knows we've heard the name somewhere before. Do you remember, Traveler? Right! His ancestor heard about it from the White Horse Adeptus. The White Horse Adeptus? Oh, so you must have been to see the giant lantern already. Yep. And it turns out that the White Horse Adeptus is super mysterious, too. Even Madame Ping hasn't met her.
Wait, I thought she was the gold-eyed Celadon mare of the 8 Adepts.
That's just the interpretation you believe in, Hu Tao. There are other theories out there, too. The elders of Qingce Village believe that during the Archon War, a white horse leapt from a clear spring, transforming into an Adeptus who aided Rex Lapis in battle. In Chenyu Vale, some of the tribes take her to be the Daughter of Time, and trace her deeds to an even earlier era. Yet in other ancient texts, including the relics I just mentioned, she appears as an emissary who listens to mortal wishes, bestowing the blessings of the heavens and moon upon the mortal realm, which is why we write our wishes on Shao lanterns.
That's so complicated. So what's the verdict? Which version is the truth?
I'm afraid there's no definitive answer to that.
You two have been all over Teyvat. Do you have an idea?
Nope, sorry. We were actually on our way to ask Zhongli. He knows even more about this kind of stuff than us.
Ah, looking for a consultant, huh? He's having tea with Miss Linlong. Shigu Antiques is hosting an exhibition tonight.
An exhibition? For what?
All those antiques Sing Show just mentioned. So if you head to the big ship docked in the harbor tonight, I'm sure you'll find him.
So, where to next? How about we go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs to ask about the White Horse Adeptus? We might be able to find out more about the recent moon situation, too. If you're heading to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, could you give them this picture for me? Since it belongs to that customer, she deserves to get it back at least. It might even help the Ministry with their investigation.
lantern, right?
Come have a meal with us when you're free. We'll be there, or we'll be, square.
Thinking about it now, could it be possible that photograph was a fake?
A fake? You mean like the customer fabricated it to gain academic recognition?
Nice one, Chongyun. I never even thought of it like that.
How about we go check out that place tonight? I know exactly where it is.
All right.
I'll get scolded if I get home too late.
Live a little, Singcho. You act like this is a first for you. Worst comes to worst, we'll get Xiangling to cook you something delicious, okay?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it's worth the risk.
You were just waiting for the promise of free food, weren't you? Fine. It's a plan then. We'll meet up tonight.
Great. God, finally a new drip. That, finally.
What should I try this time?
So many. I think we'll do one wish. I seriously doubt we'll get it, but hey, try. Nope. Wow, not even a character. Fuck you. Base sword from the very start of the game. Arrgh! When you think this game can't be any more petty or fuckery, it's like, wow, you mean the sword that was in the game for all 6 years? Awesome. Cool, guys. That's super dope of you to let that be a thing you can get. That's so awesome of you. Okay, I think we can buy some shit. Stop, literally. Nope. We have him all maxed out? Oh, yeah. Don't know why this got reset. So many lines. Good lord, so many lines. Alright, where is he? Alright. One more. Well, that was super anticlimactic. Couldn't at least pull one character per pull. Jesus. Alright, what's going on down here? Alright, so this is one of the mini games. There's usually, what, 3 or 4 mini games per? Hills, yeah. Okay, this is... Oh, we missed. Fuck. We just missed so many on that. Alright. Actually, you know what? No. Hold on. This is super cool. I like this. This one's really cool. Exit. Okay. We still have a lot left for Genshin. A lot more, like, days left before it, like, rolls over to the next thing. So let's hold off on save some of these. Not do blow everything right now. Right. Well, at least we got to see that. Cool. Events. Okay, we haven't even really started, like, the story. We're just kind of setting up. This is kind of what the story's gonna be. Or actually getting into it. Very drippy. By the way, hold on, let me check. How much longer till the next thing? We're still, I think, over 2 hours away before the Nintendo thing. Because we're gonna be stopping the stream and then starting it back up. We're not going to be streaming all the way up until the direct happens, obviously. I still want to keep an eye on to see how long. It still says there's over 2 hours left before the direct starts.
Your grandfather is of the same opinion, Miss Lanyan?
Yes. On Lantern Rite, the moon shall go dark. That's what the signs are indicating. Celestial observation isn't Grandpa's strong suit. But he discussed it with several other elders from our clan. And their conclusion was the same. It's consistent with the information we've received from other sources as well. You mean the whole thing? About the legend of Jonju the Moon Devourer? Happening in real life? Yes, that's one of them. So it's true. I thought it was just a rumor. It's true. But right now, the bigger issue is that all our sources indicate the phenomenon's gonna happen again. I'm not sure this bodes well.
Let's remain optimistic for now. We're making progress interpreting the artifacts, and Ganyu is consulting with the Adepti as we speak. Besides, apart from the incident at Wanmin Restaurant, there haven't been any other moon-related disturbances.
Mingwang, Kuching, and Lanyan! You're all here!
Oh, Traveler! And Paimon! It's been a while. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yes, happy Lantern Rite. What brings you here, though? I thought you'd be in the harbor enjoying the Shao lanterns.
You're certainly not the type to visit Yujing Terrace for no reason. Is there something I can help you with?
What? We're not allowed to just drop in on our friends during the festive season?
I was only teasing. You're welcome to visit us anytime you wish. Happy Lantern Rite.
I think I've said this before, but it's crazy that Ningguang is like the head of the city, but she's so low level when it comes to like her character. Like she's not even S, and it's just her 5-star, and it's just like, how is that possible? Like she 100% should be.
Oh, and about all the moon business you were just talking about? We have something to show you. Here, take a look!
Whoa! Something really did take a chunk out of the moon.
Someone managed to capture a picture of it. Is this Zhanju, the Moon Devourer, then?
Even though we confirmed this event took place, I still can't quite believe what I'm seeing. Where did you get this picture?
From Xiangling! She found it when she was cleaning up after that customer caused a scene. She thinks they must have dropped it.
Wait, is this Chawang Terrace? No, it's just where I'm from. It said that Chawang Terrace was where the ancient people of Chenyu Vale communicated with the heavens. And in this picture, the moon happens to be right above Chawang Terrace. I was just surprised, that's all. It's probably just a coincidence.
That's interesting because the ancient people of Chenyu Vale migrated there from the chasm area.
The chasm? So, that place is involved too?
According to our investigation, that customer you just mentioned, Lu Xiangxiang, her father and grandfather are merchants in Liyue Harbor, and her mother and grandmother grow tea in Chaoying Village. A few days ago, she left her home in Chaoying Village to join a civilian archaeological team funded by Hoishan Hall, and ended up excavating some artifacts in the chasm area. These artifacts were then entrusted to Shigu Antiques and are set to be featured in an upcoming exhibition. Then, of course, the incident at Wanmin Restaurant occurred. We suspect something happened during the excavation that left her with quite the shock.
And now, it seems like she also went to Chawang Terrace and took that picture of the moon disappearing.
The chasm? Chawang Terrace? Things are getting pretty complicated.
She's not in a good mental state, so we took her to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some help. Why don't you come with me to check up on her? At this point, you seem invested in this case too.
Oh yeah, wait, I just realized it forced us back to our default fit.
Then let's head there now.
To the boo-boo.
Ah, Lady Yuheng. Oh, and the Traveler and Paimon are here as well.
What a pleasant surprise. Happy Lantern Rite.
I hope we're not interrupting, Dr. Baiju.
Not at all. I assume you're here to see the patient? Unless it's urgent, however, it would be best not to disturb her rest. It's quite unstable. She's even more agitated than when she first arrived. And she refused to cooperate when we tried to check her over. I had no choice but to prescribe a calming draught and to have her rest for 2 days.
So she's getting worse? That isn't the news I was hoping for.
It's just a precaution. Based on an earlier conversation with her, it seemed more like a fixation than anything else. She hasn't lost her mind.
That's right. When we asked about it, she kept insisting she was going to be famous far and wide. Well, it might not be far and wide, but she certainly made a name for herself around Yujing Terrace. Even some of the Qixing know who she is.
Not often, that's for certain. From my initial assessment, the patient appears to have experienced some sort of shock, and whatever it was seems to still be haunting her.
But what could have caused such a thing? The relics from the chasm? Or the moon above Chuang Terrace that night?
Come back in 2 days, and you might just have your answer.
I suppose that's all we can do for now. We'll take our leave then, Dr. Baiju.
Of course. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to stop by.
Speaking of those relics from the chasm, aren't they being featured in an exhibition tonight?
That's right. Are you planning to attend?
Yeah! We wanted to have a talk with Zhongli anyway, and now Paimon's even more curious about these relics.
I would, except every item in the exhibition had to be registered with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. So I'm afraid it's been spoiled for me. I reviewed them all myself. There are some rather peculiar artifacts, that's for certain. We're still working on decoding the ancient text that appears on them.
Yeah! The word jade appears a whole bunch, doesn't it?
Huh? How did you know?
Xingqiu told us. He said there were some ancient poems on them, too.
He's quite well informed, isn't he? Well, he's right. We believe they're direct references to the ancient nation of long gone. As for the other text, instead of regular poetry, it seems to be more like ceremonial language used to worship the moon and the gods.
The moon and the gods?
Well, looks like it's almost time for the exhibition. You two are over. There's an usher at the harbor who will lead you to the venue. Not at all. The exhibition is free to the public. The people of Liyue have a great respect for our history and are eager to learn from it. Plus, the exhibition is being organized by Linlong, the owner of Shigu Antiques. As far as I know, it's been a long-time goal of hers to hold a cultural exhibition of this scale, where people can learn all sorts of information about the past.
Guess we're in for a real treat tonight, then.
Yes. Have a great time. There's still more artifact decoding work I need to finish, so we'll have to part ways here. After seeing the picture you brought, there's a few ideas I'd like to follow up on.
You're hard at work even during festival season? Ha! You haven't changed one bit, Keqing.
I'm simply fulfilling the responsibilities of my position. That's all. All right. I should get going. See you later.
Well, guess we should head over to the harbor and find that usher.
Nighttime and lantern festival time.
Here for the exhibition? After you.
Whoa! Look at all the antiques on this ship!
Greetings. I trust you've been well since last we met?
Aha! Speak of the devil! You're right where Hu Tao said you'd be.
Ah, so Director Hu gave me away, did she?
Don't act like you're up to some super secret business. We know you just do whatever you feel like.
Yo, Traveler, Paimon, what's up?
Rit Mommy.
It's been a while, you
Yes.
two. Happy Lantern, right?
And her.
Beidou! Yunchin! It's great to see you! You're here for the exhibition too?
I still stand that they are so underutilizing her. I mean, she's pirate woman, sails the seas, and like we don't really interact with her too much. And she's not really like she's like the perfect character to be like showing up in all the different locations, and like she doesn't really. And it's like, why? She's sailing the seven seas. That's her whole shtick. Why can't we see her frequently in like other areas or part of other stuff? You know, there's zero reason why. Zero.
Yes, when I heard these artifacts were from ancient times, I just knew I had to come learn more about them. I mean, what a discovery, right?
Yeah, Ningguang pretty much said the same thing. She thought coming here might help culture me up or something. But as you know, I'm more of a fists and punches type of person. I doubt one exhibition is gonna change that.
You're too modest, Captain. You're the leader of the Crux fleet. That takes far more skill than just fists and punches.
Plus, at the end of the day, you still decided to come. Even though you didn't have to listen to Ningguang.
Well, she's the Tianquan. If she can't even get an average ship captain like me to do her bidding, how's that gonna look?
You sure know how to think from her perspective, huh?
I guess I do. Anyway, how's everyone enjoying the exhibition? I heard that if you see something you like, you can negotiate the price with the owner and take it home.
Wait, so we can buy this stuff?
Indeed. Although Shigu Antiques is hosting this exhibition, many of the items come from private collectors. As long as both parties reach an agreement, you can make an offer of Mora or an equivalent trade. Well, shall we continue our conversation as we look around?
Let's go! Paimon's super curious about all this stuff.
Alright, well, he's finally showed up, so that's great. Hey, we're just following her around? Okay.
Whoa, look at this painting!
Ew, what's up?
There's a huge toad on it! Could it be...
Huh. This material is quite unusual. It doesn't look like paper. More like silk, or some other kind of fabric.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Well spotted. This is a painting of Jianju, the Moon Devourer, made primarily with mulberry silk. Such craftsmanship is rarely seen in modern-day Liyue.
Ha! Jianju the Moon Devourer! Paimon knew it! That toad made it super obvious.
What's that? A new dish at Wanmin restaurant?
No! It's a kind of lunar eclipse. You heard about how the moon disappeared recently, right?
Oh, yeah. You're saying a toad did that?
That's what the legend says.
So, nothing to do with food then. Noted.
And the figure next to the toad. Is that the White Horse Adeptus? From the stories I've heard, her palace lies on the moon.
That would seem to be a logical assumption. No. In fact, this item was discovered in Chenyu Vale, and many years ago at that.
Oh, so it's from Chenyu Vale?
Actually, that's not quite right. You see, this painting is primarily comprised of mineral-based pigments, such as cinnabar and azurite, which are usually found within stratified rock. This suggests its place of origin may very well have been the chasm.
You could have just started with that.
You're as knowledgeable as ever, Mr. Zhongli. I had only ever heard the legend of Jianzhu the Moon Devourer, but now seeing it depicted in this painting, I wonder, if I purchased it, perhaps it could serve as inspiration for a new opera. Though I'm not quite sure who the painting belongs to right now.
A splendid idea, Miss Yoon. Perhaps in lieu of Mora, you could offer the lyrics to said opera as recompense.
The lyrics? But to whom?
Why, to me, of course. I am the owner of this painting, after all.
Wait, so you're one of the private collectors of the exhibition? No wonder you knew so much about the painting.
But lyrics in exchange for a precious antique? My work could never possibly be of equal value.
I don't know about that. I'm not much of a scholar, but even I know your operas are in a league of their own.
An astute observation, Captain Beto. In my possession, this painting is nothing but a lifeless artifact. In your hands, however, it could be transformed into a new piece of art entirely. Quite the worthy exchange, no?
But I'm not sure when I'll be able to finish writing it. It certainly won't be ready this year.
Allow me to be equally forthright, Miss Yoon. This silk painting is merely a copy I made of the original work. There is no need for such concern over its value.
Huh? So it's a fake?
I had no idea you were such a skilled artist, Mr. Zhongli. I pride myself on having some knowledge of antiques, but I didn't notice anything that would point to it being a replica.
You never cease to amaze me, Mr. Zhongli.
Now that I think about it, there's gotta be a character that's like a painter, like that's his whole shtick, right? So many freaking characters in this game. Is there one that's a painter? Well, Albedo does painting, but his main thing is like alchemy work. Yeah, I can't think of anyone whose main character trait is like artisan. Except for what's her face with the shamisen guitar. And then I guess, yeah, the what's her face with the opera. Huh.
You flatter me. All that said, Miss Yoon, you must accept. Truly, I insist.
Huh. He's gone from handing out fake Mora to fake paintings now, huh?
Your kindness is impossible to refuse, Mr. Zhongli. Rest assured, I'll be sure to return the favor.
I shall look forward to it.
Man, that was quite the find. Huh, I should buy something too, if only so I can show it off to Ningguang.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Wow, this bronze war chariot is really something.
It must have quite the story behind it. I've never seen anything like it before.
Do you know what this is, Zhongli?
Ah. I heard from Miss Linlong that a carriage made of Celadon jade was unearthed in the chasm. A copper canopy, a body adorned with flowing clouds and geometric patterns. Yes, this must be the one. A precious piece indeed.
This thing's gotta be thousands of years old, right? Crazy to think people back then were capable of such intricate metalwork.
Too often, we view the past and future through the lens of the present. Objects that fascinated us as children seem crude later in life. And that's only after a few decades or so of separation. If one were to stretch time across hundreds or thousands of years, one might discover that time is not always a force that pushes things forward.
It would seem the people of that era managed to create a remarkable civilization in their own right.
Makes me want to get my hands on this even more. Ningguang's gonna be so jealous, don't you think?
Ah, has this war chariot caught your eye, Captain Beto?
Oh, you must be Linlong from Shigu Antiques. Nice to meet you. This exhibition has been amazing so far.
Well, that's all thanks to supportive patrons like you and Mr. Zhongli, of course.
As for this war chariot, it was discovered by an archaeological team sponsored by Hoishan Hall. The price comes in at 90 million mora.
How much?
90 million? Woo, looks like my eyes were a bit too big for my wallet.
Quite a bargain.
A bargain? 90 million mora could feed Paimon for like 1,000 years!
And if you actually went on an eating spree that long, perhaps you'd be considered an antique worth that kind of mora, too.
What, 90 million? Nuh-uh! Paimon's worth way more than that!
Well, if Mr. Zhongli thinks it's a good deal, I'm sure it's worth it.
Beido's putting way too much faith in Zhongli. What if he's only here to drive up sales?
I'll take the chariot, Miss Linlong. Someone will come by with the payment.
Quite the discerning eye you have, Captain. After the exhibition ends, I'll have someone deliver it to the Alcor.
Actually, could you send it straight to Yujing Terrace? I'd like for the Tianquan to see the proof of my discerning eye for herself.
Understood.
Great! Yunjin and I both found something. What about you three? Want to keep perusing? And don't worry about the mora, it's all on me. Nobody's going home empty-handed tonight.
I appreciate your kindness, Captain, but I'm afraid I have some private matters to discuss with Miss Linlong.
In that case, don't let us keep you, Mr. Zhongli.
Right this way.
Traveler, Paimon, perhaps you would like to accompany me.
What? So you can show us another bargain antique that's so far out of our price range it's not even funny?
Other people are always demanding Mr. Zhongli's time, but it's quite rare for him to extend an invitation himself. I wouldn't pass up this opportunity if I were you, Paimon.
Yeah, just don't forget to come aboard the Alcor for a drink later.
Yeah, guess you're right. Taking a quick look isn't gonna cost us anything. Let's go!
Are we gonna meet them?
These are all the jade pieces that were found, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! So many styles! What kind are these?
These are a type of ceremonial jade. You're familiar with Chenyu Vale's rain jade, right, yes?
Oh, yeah! So these pieces are all used in the rain jade ceremony?
Well, you may not know, Paimon, but before the rain jade rite came into practice, Chenyu Vale was known for a different ceremonial tradition that also involved jade. The bee is used to honor heaven, the Tsong to honor earth, the Gui to honor the east, the Jiang to honor the south, the Hu to honor the west, and the Huang to honor the north. These form the 6 ritual jades. It's unfortunate, however, that Miss Linlong's set is missing both the Gui and Hu pieces.
Oh, I know. These jade artifacts are from such an ancient time. It's proved difficult to track them down, even for our establishment.
No matter. You happen to have precisely the piece I was looking for.
Huh? This broken jade token? I didn't expect this to catch your eye, Mr. Zhongli. It isn't one of the 6 ritual jades.
An affect belonging to an old acquaintance of mine.
An old acquaintance? One of your collector friends, Mr. Zhongli?
You could say that. Traveler, take a closer look.
To Paimon. Just seems like a broken artifact.
Are we gonna do a magical girl transformation, Sailor Moon style? Let's do this.
Indeed. It's been thousands of years since the moon has appeared in such a form.
So, So, in the past,
Crescent
the moon
moon.
wasn't always full.
Oh, yeah, that's also another thing. I just
Then
thought that was just because
could
of
this
a video
missing
game.
chunk be from when Jeonju devoured part of the moon?
You don't have crescent moons.
It's worth looking into.
Your insight is invaluable, Mr. Zhongli. I had no idea how special this piece was. Since it has caught your interest, allow Shigu Antiques to cover the cost.
Oh, that is far too generous, Miss Linlang.
Not at all. I've always wanted to give people a chance to appreciate these snapshots of history. So, holding an exhibition like this has been a lifetime wish of mine. And it never would have been possible without your help, Mr. Zhongli.
I merely put in a good word with a few acquaintances of mine.
And it had a profound impact. Without your recommendation, I doubt half of these collectors would have come to the exhibition. So, on both a personal and professional level, I owe you my thanks, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
Ominous.
Three, 5, 7. 11, 13, 17. 19, 23, 29.
Issue.
You also enjoy counting in such a fashion, lost child?
Dude, she is awesome character.
The same loneliness as them. It seems to exist in your heart as well.
I am loving her fit.
Me? I'm sorry, I don't remember. The shadow of the moon? Or a dream of time? I'm sorry. No one has asked me such things before. I've been here for so long. There is much I have forgotten. I know nothing of your arrival. All I know is the longing in people's hearts. Yet, I sense the moonlight's guidance within you, child. Perhaps that is what brought you here. You seem confused. Perhaps I can help in some way. The path home is... that direction. I believe someone told me that before. But I was never able to reach the end. You should take a look. No need. It would seem... my time has already run out. Farewell. May the moonlight ever shine upon you.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
Your complexion looks rather ashen, traveler. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, what's wrong? Does your stomach hurt? Huh? What are you talking about? You were right here the whole time.
Ah, I see. I'm afraid we must take our leave, Miss Linlang. My friend has taken ill and I must escort him to get some rest.
Of course.
Traveler, Paimon, please, come with me. Ah, yes. Regarding the payment for the Jade Token. Charge the expense to the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor if you would.
I guess we're just here then. Holy shit.
Guess someone's thinking of me. Huh, but this late at night?
Must be that consultant of yours. I bet he's out there spending all year more at the exhibition.
Yeah, he'd be the perfect employee if he just knew how to rein in the spending. But never mind him. Let's focus on the moon. We gotta see if it gets eaten tonight.
I don't think it's going to happen. We've been out here all night, and the moon's the same as ever.
It is quite late, and Chongyun's getting tired. How about we head back? We can come back another time.
Head back? Already?
Actually, I do have a new dish I'm testing out tomorrow. And as part of my New Year's resolution, I'm trying not to oversleep.
All right. Guess it just wasn't meant to be. Let's go. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. When the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Rest? Why did you bring us here?
Because I imagine the Traveler would like to know what just happened to him.
Oh, right. Paimon's confused, though. She could have sworn you were there the whole time. Oh, how is that possible?
It sounds like his spirit formed an inexplicable connection with the being in that space. Ah, you suspected from the beginning, didn't you? Indeed, the being you met is the fabled White Horse Adeptus, and the original owner of this Jade Token. Her name is Teyvat.
Wait, does that mean she's inside this token?
No, she does not reside within this token, but rather within the moon's shadow. This token is merely a medium. Word has it you accomplished quite the feat in Notcry. You and your friend brought the Frost Moon back to Teyvat. Tell me, did you ever wonder about the other moon? The one that hung in its place for thousands of years?
We never really thought about it, but it must have been a fake, right? A fake moon!
Indeed, it was false. Its true nature, nothing but a projection of the moon. It also happens to be the prison that confines Teyvat to this day.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is trapped inside that projection? Then we need to rescue her! But the moon in the sky right now is the real one, right? Where did the fake moon go? And why can't Paimon see it?
With the return of the true moon, the shadow naturally lost its place in the heavens. Now, it is disintegrating bit by bit. It's a process that comes and goes. When it occurs, it looks like the moon is being obscured by a black shadow. But when it stops, the shadow disappears and becomes invisible to the eye.
So, you're saying there's an invisible fake moon blocking the real moon right now?
Indeed.
Okay, this is not what Paimon was expecting.
My hypothesis is that people's wishes could be what trigger the periods of disintegration. After all, when you experienced that episode just now, it was precisely when Miss Linlong spoke of her own wish.
Wait, is that because the White Horse Adeptus answers people's wishes? The legend must be true then. So, that means the more wishes we make, the faster the fake moon will disintegrate, right? Then it won't be long before the White Horse Adeptus is free!
Quite the contrary. After countless years trapped inside, the two have merged into one. When the moon shadow is gone, Zebai will cease to exist in this world.
Oh no! So, by bringing the moon back, we actually hurt the White Horse Adeptus?
Do not burden yourself with such thoughts. Because of your actions, a promising opportunity has presented itself to us. Let us not forget, what is crumbling is also precisely that which imprisons her. Yes, and that is why I invited you here tonight. Your connection to that broken jade token confirms that you can do what I envision. However, while I had hoped to receive your assistance, this matter could have significant ramifications. I must admit a certain reluctance to implicate you in more of Teyvat's secrets. Often, the deeper one's knowledge of such matters, the harder it becomes to extricate oneself from them. You are someone who once traveled through the boundless sea of stars. I cannot help but wonder, perhaps it is wrong for your fate to become too entangled with the fate of any one world. Such is your conviction, then. Since journeying beyond Lille, you have had ample time to reflect on these matters, it would seem. Very well. The first secret I must reveal is that Zebai has long since passed away. The being within the Shadow Moon is merely one of the 3 deadly selves she severed before her death.
Naturally.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is dead? Weren't you supposed to tell us how to fix this? Now it just seems even more impossible!
Please, remain calm, Paimon, and allow me to explain. The 3 deadly selves is a practice used by those engaged in spiritual cultivation. The intent is to sever the 3 vice-laden mortal selves to reveal one's true, pure self beneath. However, Zebai's 3 selves are more complicated in nature. Because in the moment before her death, someone preserved the shattered essence of her soul and placed the fragments within her 3 deadly selves. If we retrieve the 3 fragments of her soul, there is a chance we can restore her presence in the mortal realm.
So that means we can bring her back to life?
Yes, provided we retrieve the fragments of her soul's essence from the 3 deadly selves. Indeed, the being you encountered was Zebai's first deadly self, Ziju. After Zebai's death, she ascended to the heavens and became one with the Shadow Moon. The essence that resides within her is a heavenly soul, also known as Taiguang. Thus, this self is the closest to Zebai's true nature. That said, because she is trapped within the Shadow Moon, we have no choice but to seek out the other 2 soul essences first. Then we can unite them as one. Her second deadly self is called Ziju. After Zebai's death, she fell into a slumber deep beneath the earth in what is now known as the Chasm. The essence within her
bring back
is
the
the
chasm.
Earth Soul, also known as Shuangling. She is the self that inherited most of Zebai's memories and wisdom.
The chasm? So, do we have to go there to find her?
That won't be necessary. I sensed her presence on the jade carriage from earlier. The one at the exhibition.
Fuck you. Hey, remember this place we never go to? This person's there. We get to go back? Actually, they were there, but now they're here, so you don't have to go anywhere. It's like, fuck off, man. Why do you do this?
It's possible. The return of the Frost Moon awakened her. and she emerged from the chasm alongside that batch of ancient artifacts.
Wait! That must be why you agreed to help with the exhibition! To investigate the artifacts!
Indeed. So in truth, Miss Linlong was the one who helped me. The third deadly self is Zichao. The essence within her is the human soul, also known as Yojing, Zibai's shade. Thus she is the most free-spirited among the three. She lent me her aid during the Archon War 1,000 years ago. But later, as her powers waned, she retreated into the mountains. I imagine finding Zichao should prove the most troublesome, so I shall take it upon myself to track her down.
So, we need to find the second deadly self, right? But where do we even start?
Locating her should not prove difficult. In life, Zibai was fond of mortals, and as the self who inherited most of her memory, you should be possible. He has best and is entering hard.
Okay, I don't know why that one didn't just move on. No.
She and herself by
You have in mind.
She was super active. So, you gave them back.
It's possible. Easy.
Ready?
Should stone her rather than later.
The white who had what preserved
Should our proof natural factors will follow. If not, they're meaningless. It was the question you are unwilling to answer. I shall tell you, was a time.
Of course, naturally.
Of her existence. Serving was made by soul moment before death. Or how could be so telling the fact had read. You must caution. I lantern, this lantern, written upon them, will be released. The shadows collapse. When that the deadly will moment we fail resurrection is before the remaining in shut. Let's hope all crystally.
Okay, that wasn't even really a quest complete. Again, for the millionth time, it was literally just cutscenes. Oh, that's where we were. I thought we were up on the usual hill, like over there. Alright, well, we met her, and now there's 3 separate forms of her. Alright, good to know. Alright, I want to go check real quick some restaurants to see if there's anything we can buy from them. It's been a long, like maybe 2-3 years since I checked restaurants. For recipes. Okay, nothing. That's not a surprise. Honestly, I don't think I even checked for a single recipe in Natland for restaurants. Because I don't think there really was many. But hey, it's Lantern, right? So maybe they'd have a new one here. I don't think so, though. I think they kind of gave up on that. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna call it here for today. There's still like a bunch left here, obviously, but I'm gonna save that for next week. Tomorrow we are supposed to be Zenless Zone Zeroing, but that's only if the update happens. There we go. Finally, we got one. We got one! And yeah, so hopefully tomorrow will be Zenless Zone Zero. I still haven't figured what game I want to play next. Honestly, I just haven't really been feeling like playing too many games recently. I don't know why. I've just been in a slump. The amused part. I don't think this guy has any. Yeah, no, it's just business. Alright. Yeah, that is going to be it for today's game stream. We got our fresh new fit. And we are also starting the Lantern Festival. Like I said, that's going to be like our main focus for the next stream or 2 next week. Tomorrow, like I said, it's supposed to be Zenless Zone Zero. If the update happens before we stream, which it should, I'm going to try to wait until it does. But yeah, later on in... Hold on, let's see. Let me pull it up. In about 90 minutes, we are going to be back and reacting to a Nintendo Direct. Again, this is supposed to be a partner showcase, so not focused on mainline Nintendo games. So yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I don't expect a lot from it, so get prepared for some midness. We'll see. Yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for coming out and hanging out on day 1983 of streaming in a row, guys. Yeah, like I said, whoa. Whoa, what the frick is happening with gameplay? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, well, good thing we're ending because this is, like, freaking out. I wasn't even paying attention to the video today. Holy shit. Has this been happening all day? Crap. Alright, well, that is going to be it for today. I'm going to have to figure out what the hell's happening with gameplay. Holy shit. But yeah, that's it for today. Like always, links down below for all the usual stuff. I will see you all in a few hours. Or, like I said, like in 90 minutes. See ya.